Hi, Dylan Morrison here. Welcome to this, my 15th talk in the Desire series entitled The Contrast Queendom. Once we realize that Yeshua came to expose and save us from the hidden power of skewed desire and all its cultural manifestations, we're still not out of the dark woods of our fragmented psyche. The resulting temptation to resist the evil empire of desire and its human agencies only draws us back into its quicksand-like deadly pool. Now, contrary to much religious thought, the Queendom of God is not a counter or contra-cultural reality. For as soon as we set ourselves against the scapegoating system, we become its very mirror image, thus remaining a player in its incestuous game. Rather, the new world that we've glimpsed and been reconnected to is a contrast culture, one without the foundation stone of rivaling violence. Religion and politics certainly don't help us with our new predicament, for they are the cultural playing fields on which the desire matrix does its thing. Opposing the other, even in the name of equity and justice, is still playing the scapegoating game. And let's face it, is there any evidence out there that a political or religious movement has played its trump card by manifesting the utopian queendom, this divine realm that Yeshua came to inaugurate? I believe not. For such is the insidiousness of our network of adversarial relationships, that the heralds of Yeshua's new world quickly morph into the monstrous doubles of the surrounding and pervasive controlling power mechanism. So where does that leave all of us? Is our attempt to live in the Queendom of God a futile exercise? The answer is, I believe, a yes and no. Let me explain. The realm of desire freedom that accompanies the divine lies outside our conceptual space-time world. Like the divine from which it emanates, it just is. The world in which we find ourselves each waking morning is just another dream, one without eternal essence, a virtual reality, if you like, in which we live and move and appear to have our being. As we experience this existential road trip called life, something of the other breaks in from time to time. The psychic frequency in which we usually operate is often hijacked by the divine broadcaster. Spirit, the very essence of divine love, breaks through our dreamlike state to plant little droplets of reality into our conscious mind. In other words, the Queendom of God is a gift, a gifted alternative reality, one that allows us to live within this desire matrix of life without playing by its usual scapegoating rules. Now we have the potential to tune into a divine program that enables us to live free from the control of our desire. And yet the dial on our desire receiver is constantly being adjusted by our fragmented psyche or soul as we encounter multifarious desire fields along our way on the spiritual journey. So how can we consistently enjoy the freedom that Yeshua came to announce? Well, here are a few simple tips that I hope to expand upon in future talks. 1. Regular meditation or prayer. the process of consciously being in the presence or mimetic desire field of divine love, a communion that surpasses words and concepts. 2. Following the way. In other words, coming into contact with and responding to the gentle, imitative magnetism of the spirit or breath energy of Yeshua. 3. Healing. The ditching of our psychological desire attachments and their accompanying addictions in order to enjoy the freedom of living outside the pressure cooker of skewed human desire, the very freedom of Yeshua himself. 4. Exposure to the weak and broken. For it is in these dear souls, the scapegoats of our go-getting society, that we will encounter the presence of divine love. The Queendom of God lies close to the broken and rejected within our lemming-like communities. 5. Worship. A reaching out in awe and wonder to the divine source from which we have all emerged. 6. Community. Contact with others along the way, those open to the regular approaches and readjustments of divine love. Finally, apologies to those for whom the term Kingdom of God denotes the realm of divine love. For the sake of simplicity, I've decided to use the term Queendom both here and in future talks. For the ancient Hebrew and Aramaic nouns for this great reality are feminine in gender. No goddess worship is inferred by any of my thoughts, but rather a focus on accurate semantics and perhaps a rediscovery and re-emphasis of the nurturing nature of divine love.